Welcome to this ownership video review. So we have a 2014 11-year-old Nissan Leaf. It is in the highest spec they ever did. The color is quite nice, I would say. I'm not very keen on the looks, but I'm very keen on how much money it saves me so far. So we are going to go around to see how bad, how good, how nice this one still holds up. So we have this 11-year-old Nissan Leaf. I'm not very keen on the chrome pack, but hey ho, that's how it is. I'm not going to dechrome it because I'll sell it out because it's going to be too much hassle, too much money. These wheels have been seen better days, but this is what happened in Diamond Cut or whatever people used it before to wash it. You can see this one still one performs really well, but this one are quite corroded, but still perform quite well. The other wheels look a bit better, in all honesty. So yeah, this one just has one bit over there, and this one looks quite good. Now this one is called the Techna Pack. Other charging port, nothing too exciting. Probably you would ask what that is. That is quite an obsolete outgoing charging port. It's called ChargeMove. It's still being found around. It can do 50 kilowatts max. They only use this one, charging from home. It's a type 1 cord, but you can get a type 1 to type 2 cable very easily. And under the bonnet, nothing really happening. A lot of space indeed, so probably a frunk could have been gone in there, but nothing needed. Doesn't have any insulation on the bar, but as you can see, not a lot going on. The only serviceable component in here is your windshield washer, and that's about it. Very advanced for this age. It comes with automatic LED headlights, which I do believe looks very nice. Oh, you see it on camera. There we are. Right, so as you can see, it has a bit of a tint at the back. Right, let's go to what we get on this. So, as we can see, we have full leather interior, front and back. It's quite nice. Leather steering wheel. And with regards to options, we do have folding electric mirrors, which is quite nice. We can do it from there, but as we can see, after about this time they do start to make a bit of a noise. They still work and they still perform, but you need to excuse this video angle because from if I open the door it's gonna be all the bings and bangs. But yeah, let's see that because just like all the models, open door, it's all this Casio 1975 look-alike alarm clock. Anyway, what I was trying to point out is the only wear and tear that is after all this time, all these years, is this seat bolster. Don't know how well it looks on the camera, but this is supposed to be a bit more up. So this is the only wear and tear we have on the seat. Otherwise, all this performs perfectly. 120,000 miles on the odometer. The battery is a 10 out of 12 bars, means 16 kilowatts. I'll include here 4 electric windows, heated seats on 2 positions, both front passenger seats and casually the back seats, which are also leather and they do heat up. When we put the heater on, it works on the back and at the seat. Let's go through all the specs. So this one being the highest spec, it comes with a heat pump. So this won't pull too much. Let's see. We try to put it to 20 degrees while currently outside is 40 degrees. As you can see, it's not pulling a lot of power because it has a heat pump. Doesn't need to pull massive amounts of power. The most I've seen it is probably about 1.5 kilowatts being pulled. So as you can see, if you put the heating on, we'll only use about 2 miles in these conditions. That is a very cool. Let me walk you through to a procedure of starting. So in seconds, so see the starting procedure. It's not the most welcoming sound in the world, but it's not bad. Right. With regards to this infotainment, we have a map, which is about probably at this time 7, 8 years out of date. In this screen, what I use is just to monitor how much power the motor is pulling, how much the climate is pulling, how much other systems are pulling. We have, by the way, we have installed a little gadget here, an Apple CarPlay. It's not going to show you that, it's not very neat, but it sits here very nicely behind the climate control and the screen. But also, what I would like to show, the cup holders are still usable, so not an issue there. And with regards to space and cup holders, this car has 1, 2, 3 and 4 cup holders in the front, which is quite neat. The glove box is fairly standard, nothing happening there, but this has a glove box. We have an armrest with all my gimmicks in there. Right, so we have this passenger seat, which is trying to do this as neat as possible for you guys to see. So we have this lever, which obviously does this adjustment. We'll have back and forth, and that's about it on that. Excuse the bings and bongs. And this one has just on top of that, this will be the backrest to that, and this will be just to putting the seat up and down. Maybe you see a bit more here, the wear and tear I was talking about. The leather is a bit ripped, but still very much used. With regards to controls, we have our shifter, which goes very easy: drive, reverse, neutral, press in the middle for park. And we have the 1910 technology over there on the left, where is the operated foot brake. So the parking brake on this vehicle is actually a foot brake. With regards to one pedal driving, well, that's a different story. It doesn't have one. So we have one region mode, which is putting the car in B mode, and it slows down quite a bit, but still not as much as one pedal driving. At the back, quite a good amount of space. Don't know if well it shows on camera, but you can watch this video here on the top to see how much space is this if I sit behind myself. But as well as you can see, it's a very good family car for local runarounds. Fine for 2 children in the back, quite spacious. I do like the back quite nicely. Let's jump at the boot, which doesn't have anything exciting like self-opening and whatnot. While we are at the back, a very nice cool gimmick is this solar panel. So this solar panel is used to charge the 12-volt battery, which I would think is still a very nice cool gimmick. So yeah, we have tinted from factory quite a bit of space in this, but we have a parcel shelf as normal. These are where the charger cables sit, but as you can see, it's quite a bit of space for reference. Oh, and a massive Bose subwoofer in the back, which this stream comes with, and I would tell you, sounds quite nice. For reference, just put the backpack there, and you kind of get the gist of how much space is in this. But will certainly do very well for your weekly shop, running around, even putting and folding bike in here. So yeah, while we are at the back, don't know how well you will see, those are all LED lights as well from factory. And let's go around to see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. You know what it means? That means has 360 view camera. Alright, so what else do we have? We do have auto headlights and automatic wipers. This steering wheel is obviously heated. Yeah, why not? We have cruise control, controls for our media. This is connected to Bluetooth if we want. We have Bluetooth in there, which is amazing. This is very nice and clean. Probably, I don't think there's anything missing, to be honest. You have battery percentage, how much it's gonna take to charge, and the average economy or miles per kilowatt hour, watt hour per miles, however you guys want to do it. With regards to windows, 4 electric windows, only one is auto pull up, pull down, but not such a hassle. Heated, electrically operated, and folding mirrors, as we demonstrated earlier. This is all nice, leathery, squashy, plasticky at the top. Obviously, everything is plastic around here at the top, but I don't really mind it, and I don't think nobody should mind it for how much the car is costing at the moment. Seats are quite comfortable after a 3.5 continuous drive. You would ask, how can you do a 3.5 hour drive in this vehicle? But go and check this video up here. Well, for once, for what this gets you with regards to all the options and your heated steering wheel and your heated seats and everything you have in here, I don't think you can get a better car for how much it will cost. You have everything you need with remote charging, remote heating, back online, which it costed almost nothing. Now, let's go into the cost. How much this 120,000 miles vehicle costs to maintain? Well, we touched a bit on the windshield washer, so yeah, those are something that we can add in, but again, that is consumables as they are the windshield wipers. So in my ownership, what I did change is one set of tires, which was about £300, brake discs and brake pads front and back, which was about £250, I want to say, all in all, something around that. We changed the gear oil, which is only 1 liter of oil, in order to maintain good functionality. That would be nice to be changed. Our most that we did is the Apple CarPlay screen, which was £50. We had an OBD, which was £20. Never changed that because I never use it. No batteries. Oh, one thing that it really annoys me is the battery in the fob. This is really annoying as it goes out every 2 to 3 months. It's not a lot, it's only £2 for a good quality battery, but it goes out every 2 to 3 months. Why is that? As soon as you are driving the vehicle in the vehicle, this key communicates, sends signal every couple of seconds. So in my case, this is a pain. I do drive about 2 hours every day in the vehicle, so obviously it will drain more. Depending on how much you drive, you might get more or less. So this was like, I would say, service and maintainable components. 2 tie rod ends and 2 stabilizer bars on the front that were probably about £150 with tracking everything included. So those are all the cost for this 9 liter car. So I would say maybe, what's that? Not even £1,000, is it? In the whole life that you own one of this vehicle, it would not cost you more than £5,000. You know, join me at a review about the interior and how it is so far. Yeah, I start with the positives. As I said, very comfortable. If you remember the video about the 90 miles, just short of 90 miles, what we did on a drive, that was almost 3 hours or more. I can't really remember, it was a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, about 3 hours sitting in these seats, really comfortable, no back aches, no feet aches, no butt aches, nothing. So really, really comfortable. This was really good design. I do like it has very good thigh support, like sideways. So being really quite comfortable to sit in. Not such a big issue in the winter, as obviously you can heat it up from inside of the house. Yeah, seats very comfortable. With regards to all that's happening in here, this little screen, which was the Apple CarPlay screen, £50, massive improvement. This is quite obsolete. Don't really use it, but give it some positives. It has a good sound, Bluetooth, and you can connect your phone to it, which is basically all you need. Yeah, maps are outdated, so never using the sun nav again. It's quite poor, quite laggy. That's why connected CarPlay through the Bluetooth, no issues anymore. But the screen is still very good at letting you look how the climate, the motor, and other systems are pulling power. So being a bit nerdy, I do like the data. So that screen stays on all the time, and this screen controls music and climate. You can have full access of the steering wheel controls. This side is for cruise, which I hardly use. This side is for music. Visibility is good throughout the windows. Very easy to check my blind spots. Wing mirrors are quite big, so you can check that. But this pillar over here is quite junky. That little glass in there is absolutely pointless. Doesn't use. Maybe it's just for getting a bit more light in the car, but for every other reason is pointless. So it's just a waste of money. But I always have to duck left and right when trying to pull out of junctions and roundabouts to see if I haven't mixed something for these pillars. Steering wheel has, it only goes up and down, so it doesn't have any reach, but the seating, the seat has immensely amount of adjustments, up, down, uh, yeah, the bolsters, seat. Do I have any? No, nothing. So that is, the seat can go up and down, back and forward, and the backrest has numerous positions. So it's quite easy to get comfortable and in a great position. As with the driving position, you don't really need to take your eyes off the road at any point in your driving. Just above the steering wheel, there is this screen here that tells you the speed. Absolutely nothing needed, so you will never be in trouble with that. Not that the Leaf owners goes very fast, because you can't really go very fast. Try to go a bit faster, you will absolutely lose all your range. So there we are. I think I touched on this. There is a sunglass holder, and there's not much else going on. There is the cup holders, very nicely. Armrest, easy to use. Big, big, big positives. It's 360 camera, very easy to park everywhere. Make sure you're nice, straight, so full visibility. Touch the button one more time, you have engaging that camera over there, which will show you the curb. Uh, Obviously, if you're parking, it's a godsend. Obviously, having this heated steering wheel and the heating seats in the winter, absolutely massive win for the Leaf. And ultra wipers are fairly good. They don't usually make up their mind if they should go or should sit. It is a really good, fun car to drive. From the inside, again, you don't really see that looks from the outside, so it looks okay, I would say, from the inside. Quite nice to drive, quite punchy. You definitely don't get stuck at a roundabout or a traffic light. And if you go and take it to some B roads, yeah, quite fun. Yeah, one thing that this vehicle is missing is the interior lights at night. quite dark. It's all nice, good, comfortable motoring in a very cheap vehicle. Very much enjoying this car. I'll be quite sad when it's going to go. As we were saying, this was my 120,000 miles ownership review. Yeah, very happy with the vehicle. I wouldn't trade it for anything at the moment because for this money you spend on owning one of these or buying a different one, you can't really do any better. And it cost me about £9 to drive about 350, 400 miles every week.